Student, now I'm taking the topic angle between two intersecting straight lines. How you will find the angle between two intersecting lines. So, student, see, suppose the slopes of two intersecting lines are given. If M1 and M2 are slopes of two intersecting lines and theta be the angle between those two lines, then how will find the value of theta? How you will find? So student, I'm taking here two lines as line 1 and this is line 2, and the angle between those two lines is here theta. Now how we will find this theta when the slopes of these two lines are given? Because of slopes are given, we can assume that this angle is also given because m is equal to tan psi. So if you know the value of m, it means you know the value of tan psi, and if you know the value of tan psi, so you can find out the value of psi using the trig. So I'm taking here because of the slope of the line 1 is given, we will consider this angle as psi 1, which is known. This angle is psi 2, which is also known. And now we'll write the relationship between these three angles. The relationship between these three angles using the triangle, this one. Using exterior angle property, psi 2 is equal to theta plus psi 1. So theta is equal to psi 2 minus psi 1. So therefore tan theta is equal to tan psi 2 minus psi 1, which when we use the identity tan A minus B, it becomes tan psi 2 minus tan psi 1 divided by 1 plus tan psi 2 into tan psi 1. So when you substitute the value of tan psi 2 as m2, tan psi 1 as m1, 1 plus tan psi 2 is m2 into tan psi 1 is m1. So using the identity tan theta is equal to m2 minus m1 upon 1 plus m2 m1, you can find out the value of theta. But student, see, if we consider this L1 and this L2 as opposite line, means this line as L2 and this line as L1, then the slope of this line becomes M1 and slope of this line becomes M2. Then in that case, we will get here tan theta is equal to M1 minus M2 upon 1 plus M1 into M2. It means in one situation, if you will get positive value, then in the second situation, you will get a negative value. So what we will do to get the same result irrespective to the slopes, to the lines, that which line we are taking as the line 1 and which line we are taking as the line 2. So student, we will write the formula in this way, that tan theta is equal to mod m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 into m2 and then mod. In this situation, you will get the same value whatever the line you will take as the first line and the second line. Now student, we get the value of tan theta, but the situation when the lines are parallel, when line 1 is parallel to line 2, then what happens? In this situation, this theta becomes 0, and if theta becomes 0, so tan theta is equal to 0. So by using the RHS, you will get finally m1 minus m2 equal to 0, and hence m1 is equal to m2. So this will be the condition when the lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. Now when L1 is perpendicular to L2, then what will happen? If L1 is perpendicular to L2, then in that case this theta becomes 90 degree and tan 90 is infinity, not defined, and which is possible only in the case if 1 plus m1 m2 equal to 0, then m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. So in this case it becomes m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. This is the case when line is perpendicular to second line